They're over the wicket. Nice atmosphere right there. All of the Nepal fans braving the heat and enjoying in their home away from home the action here in Muscat. There's a big minibus that arrived with a whole host of the Nepal fans. They have the rather than affect the catch.
Nicely swept that.
Gets a hand. Very well drilled Nepal, aren't they? You see, they don't even... Very well drilled Nepal, aren't they? You see, they don't even really need to hear a shout from the captain or the bowler. They know where they need to be, just the left-hand, right-hand combo.
That is what the brilliant mind of all the players. Another quick single. Oh.
Couldn't quite do his best Irie impersonation with the run out off his own bowling. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. One of the weaker fielders in the side, Raj Banshee, but he made a really good effort at this. I think it would have been tight, really, really tight with the direct hit in the batter's favour because we don't have the third umpire for line decisions to check upstairs. A very, very close call there. Good fielding. Fleming happy to go through the offside. Absolute game of cat and mouse we're witnessing between the two left-handers.
Seven runs of this over so far. 5 balls has been bowled. Rahman is doing a good thing as he's giving the strike to Fleming, the left-hander, against the left-arm spinner.
Looks for the big slog sweep, gets a good piece, and is going to get the first maximum. In fact, yeah, the arms will be extended. Very bright here, so difficult for us to pick it up as well. But the fielder just watched it soar over his head. Rahman's at it again.
There was no hint of a turn. The ball went straight into the right-hander. Good pickup shot, slog sweep over mid-wicket for a 6. After 8 overs, Japan doing really good, 48 for 1.
And very...
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy Bhaneke, Red Bull. Asian Paint Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV hybrid technology ले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा. घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर. वर्षौं वर्ष.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Cannot give that out. And Sandeep Lamachani needs to learn that for that's pitched so far outside the leg stump. You're almost kind of doing yourself more damage by appealing for it.
He's intimidating the umpire, Sandeep Lamachani. That was pitched way outside the leg stump.
Bit of the boy who cried wolf though as well, because if you keep appealing, it's just going to end up then as soon as you get one plumb, the umpire will end up turning it down. Now it goes down the ground and hits it ever so elegantly. Well, that's a glorious stroke. It's the shot of the innings without doubt. It's one of the shots of the tournament thus far for me, because it's against the spin slightly. I think it's the googly, but it's given enough air for Fleming to get underneath and go all the way. The 50 comes up in majestic, magnificent style.
It was overpitched by Sandeep Lamachani and given a bit of air as well. That was a googly. Well picked up by Fleming and hit it straight down ground for a 6. This is a good start for Japan.
And the ball's been lost. I think it's been hit down. Battled through a few tough periods through the power play, now getting his reward. And Nepal just left a little dumbfounded. And there's a big meeting, isn't there, of 5, 6, 7 players up alongside Lamachani at the bowler's end. A couple of the sub-fielders on there as well, maybe running out a message. Kushal Bertel alongside his leg spinning teammate, and they're having a big long discussion, aren't they? As well as getting a banana in with the heat, just to work out what the best plan is to Fleming, because he's clearly picking up the leg spinner quite nicely. I'd like to see Lamachani go round the wicket.
Yeah, bowling, changing his angle can do different things for the left-hander. He's still persisting to go over the wicket, not changing his angle, Sandeep Lamachani.
See, the problem for me is if you come over the wicket, you are simply taking LBW out of the equation with everything bar your leg break. So I haven't got it across telepathically to him, but he now will come around the wicket. I think this brings in more modes of dismissal to the left-hander. But Fleming just goes again. It's almost outstanding from the skipper, and after their biggest win in their history. Over the wicket now. Goes to the googly again, and it's hit maybe just shy. Chani, who throws in, probably a bit frustrated. Don't think this carried.
No, I don't think so. It carried. Actually, Sandeep Lamachani, I think he's trying too much to go for the wicket. Just bowl your ball, bowl normal bowling, mix your leg spin, mix your googlies.
Does go with the leg break, I think, that time, finally. It will just be a single down the ground, but great batting. It's a really good over. 17 runs have come from it all together at the end of the ninth. 65 for 1.
ज्ञान सोल्टी चामल खरिद गर्नुहोस् रु 2000 सम्मको क्यासब्याक पाउनु ज्ञान पाए ज्ञान नै रोज्ने
नेपालमा सर्वाधिक रुचाइएको चाउचाउ गजबको पिरो बब्बाल पिरो छ
तर ई सेवा लाइफ केयरले दिनेछ Can't wait. Won't wait.
Liking to by Japan, particularly Kendall Fleming, who has, well, turned his innings into a very good one. He was striking in the 60s and 70s. He's now striking up at about 140. His bowling, Depender Singh Iri.
Yes, he is. Very accurate. Again, nicely played down the ground. They are watching the ball. They are not just like trying to hit the ball. They are just watching the ball, playing with the merit of the ball. It's extremely good batting by Japan.
And Nepal's 12th player, the famous 12th man of the nation, is starting to try and rouse their charges. They need. It's the toss, being asked to bat first. The only wicket we've seen was a run out to that man, Depender Singh Iri.
The opening spell, the art of bowling either side of the stumps to the right-hander and the left-hander.
Should be at least a single. But he's done himself a nuisance, needs a new pair of gloves with that dive.
69 for 1, still one ball remaining of the last, of the 10th over.
He will get the single despite the speed of Iri, who will field off his own bowling. It's a fantastic first half from Japan. So impressive last night. Biggest win in their cricketing history yesterday, and they are eyeing another big upset by taking the scalp of Nepal to add to Kuwait. Japan in a very good position at the halfway stage of this first innings, and Stuart Law is striding out with some purpose to his charges to talk to them during the drinks break. We'll have a break. Don't go anywhere too far. Japan are 70 for 1.
Energy 8 Energy भनेकै Red Bull
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
भाग्यले जहिले साथ देला या नदेला तर ई सेवा लाइफ केयरले दिनेछ।
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup qualifiers. Nepal को विश्व कप यात्रा powered by ज्ञान extra long range basmati rice. G8 energy भरेकै Red Bull.
Sunflower oil, मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल।
Skyworth Home Appliances.
Asian needs Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा। घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Hotel booking अब eSevaबाटै 2000 plus hotels all across Nepal. Hotels with the best rooms. Relax, retreat, reservate. Hotels for everyone. Escape to a holiday without the hassle. अब hotel booking पनि eSevaबाटै.
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup qualifiers. Nepal को विश्व कप यात्रा powered by ज्ञान extra long range basmati rice. लक्ष्य अनेक energy 8 energy भरेकै Red Bull.
Sunflower oil, मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद।
Now, an interesting move, this one, and I think a really good one. We have not seen Gulshan Jah bowl a huge amount of late. Did watch him bowl after the win 2 days ago to Gyanendra Malla, the assistant coach, with a very watchful Stuart Law and Nick Pothas for about, I reckon he probably bowled for about 6 or 7 overs. And there was a lot of encouragement from both Law and Pothas and Gyanendra Malla, of course, but he hasn't bowled in any of the games since all the way back in the top end T20. He's got a bit of pace and a bit of extra bounce because of his height. And you have to remember, the reason he's here in this team is he burst onto the scene as was it a 14 or 15-year-old who started to show the rarest of things in cricket in Nepal, which was pace and bounce, came up to Kathmandu without even a pair of bowling boots. And now is, well, one of the foremost players in the team, probably in the team as a batter who bowls occasionally, but he absolutely has the potential to be an out-and-out all-rounder. Pumped into the leg side. The form of Rahman, not just last night, but also making 50 in the warm-up game that came off just 31 balls against Samoa in a 5-wicket win. That is key because he hasn't got going yet. Fleming is the one driving the total. 160 plus on the cards here, Paresh.
It is. Definitely it is. If Nepal doesn't take 1 or 2 wickets quickly, they have to get rid of Fleming, who's batting very beautifully, 48 of 39.
Immediately just a bit of extra pace as Japan and the ropes are going to take on the second, and it's going to be 50. Well, a brilliant innings. He's going to have a bit of pain because the throw hits him as it comes in, but it's come off 40 deliveries, and you cannot help but argue